Hi guys, welcome to today's literacy tutorial. Today our learning objective, our focus, will be on the possessive apostrophe. We already know that apostrophes are used in contractions. When you've got two words and you want to shorten it to make one word, you use an apostrophe. I've, I'm. Take a moment, I bet you can think of loads of other examples. Apostrophes are also used to show possession. For example, that something belongs to someone. The possessive apostrophe is an apostrophe that is used to show ownership. My teacher's car is white. This possessive apostrophe tells the reader that the car belongs to my teacher. There are 3 rules that tell us where to use the possessive apostrophe when we're writing. Let's look at these rules. The first one, how to use an apostrophe when a single noun owns something. The guitar of Josh. Who owns the guitar? Well, we find the owner and the owner is Josh. Next, we add the apostrophe. And the third rule is add the S if there isn't one. Well, Josh, we can see it ends with H, so we add the S, and the correct use of the possessive apostrophe is Josh's guitar. Let's look how to use an apostrophe when a plural noun owns something. For example, cars, boys, girls, kittens. In this example, the car of my parents. Who's the owner? The car belongs to my parents. Next, add the apostrophe. Show ownership by including that possessive apostrophe at the end of the word. And next, add an S if there isn't one already. There is an S already at the end of parents, so we do not add another S. For the majority of plural nouns, there's an S at the end. Think about it. Gloves, shoes. So usually we don't need to add another S after the possessive apostrophe. How to use an apostrophe when a plural noun owns something, but this time the plural noun is irregular. The plural of child is children. The plural of woman is women. The plural of man is men. We don't just add an S to make the plural. A noun has an irregular plural when the plural of the word looks different to the singular form. What do we do then to show possession? The cars of the men. We know that there's plenty of cars because cars is plural here. Who does the cars belong to? Well, the men. Next we add our apostrophe to show possession. And finally, add the S if there isn't one there already. Well, men doesn't end with an S, so after the possessive apostrophe, we pop an S. The men's cars. Okay, now that we've looked at how to use the possessive apostrophe, it's your turn to get lots of practice. The remainder of this tutorial will be setting you challenges. You're going to pause the video, have a go, and then come back and find the explanation. Okay, so your first challenge is match the phrases to the possessive form. Here's a clue. The possessive form will have an apostrophe. This task is seeing whether you understand why apostrophe has been used. Okay, give it a go. Pause the video now. How did you get on? Here's your second challenge. I want you to read the 2 sentences and identify which sentence has used the apostrophe for possession correctly. The tree's leaves were golden, or sentence B, the tree's leaves were changing colour. Pause the video now and have a think. Okay, how did you get on? We can see that the first sentence, the tree's leaves were golden, is the correct sentence. Which noun owns the leaves? The leaves belong to the tree, so trees needs a possessive apostrophe. For this challenge, I want you to rewrite the sentence using an apostrophe for possession. The bike belonging to James is very cool. You need to identify the owner and apply the correct rule for the possessive apostrophe. Pause the video now while you have a go. We can see the correct sentence is James's bike is very cool. Did you use the possessive apostrophe correctly? Identify the owner, which is James. Place your apostrophe to show ownership. But we didn't add an S because James already ends with an S. For your next challenge, I want you to use the pictures to complete the sentences. So we've got 2 girls here, Mia and Iris. Pause the video now and have a go. Let's look and see how you got on. Mia's dress has long sleeves. Mia does not end with an S, so we need to include the possessive apostrophe and an S. Iris, however, does end with an S, so all we need to do is add the possessive apostrophe. Because it ends with an S, we don't add another one. Here's your next challenge. Choose the correct words from the word bank to complete the sentences below. I'd like you to give this a go on paper or else on your whiteboard. Pause the video now and then come back and see how you get on. Here's your next challenge. Punctuate the sentence below by adding an apostrophe in the correct place. Dad picked up the baby's toys. You can see that there's actually only one baby because the plural of baby is babies. There wouldn't have been a Y there. So baby, add your apostrophe and then an S. Here's the true or false question. The apostrophe has been used correctly in the sentence below. Sophia and Bailey are Alfie's friends. Can you explain why you think it's true or false? Pause the video now and have a go. Let's see how you get on. Well, Sophia and Bailey are Alfie's friends. That's true, and it's true because the apostrophe has been used to show that the friends belong to Alfie. That's the end of today's tutorial. The learning objective was to understand how to use the apostrophe to show possession. Now that you've worked through these challenges with me, it's time to give your independent task a go. Good luck,